Prime Minister Narendra Modi is en route to the United States of America, where there is a fierce battle which is being fought between Donald Trump on one side and Kamala Harris on the other side. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's three-day visit is packed with engagements and high-level meetings. This is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first visit to the United States since he took oath for the third term. The first program on Prime Minister's agenda will be the annual Quad Summit. There will be a bilateral meeting with US President Joe Biden, which is also on the cards. Prime Minister is scheduled to hold separate bilateral meetings with other Quad leaders. The discussion will be on defense, technology collaboration and strategies to address the ongoing global conflicts, including the current situation in Ukraine and even in Gaza.
Why is this event different than the ones we've seen before? The Prime Minister's been to the US so many times. This is his fourth time speaking. Back to New York, where it all started with the Madison Square Garden event in 2014. How's this different, and what can you tell us? Just give us a brief rundown if you can.
Sure. So it's different in fewer ways than it's the same, in that it's a volunteer-powered event, as have been previous ones. It's been 10 years. So we've learned a lot of lessons along the way on how to streamline our processes. And it's really an incredible feat to see what hundreds of people can do if they come together for a singular cause. And the cause is to have an amazing event that celebrates the Indian American diaspora, our Indian culture, our civilizational ethos, and the U.S.-India partnership. So the ways in which it is same is that it was incredibly popular. We have over 13,200 people coming. And the registration for the number of people that wanted to come was twice that.
Right.
So the ticket is a lucky ticket. It's like Willy Wonka. It's a golden ticket. 1 and 2 basically got a pass to come in.
Tell us about the event in itself. किस तरह से plan हुआ और बहुत मेहनत लगी है इसमें obviously. So tell us more about this.
Sure. Basically, when we got the word that Modi is coming and there would be a public event for him, as you know, whenever Modi ji comes, there were always big events and bigger events. We got less time this time, but this is being organized by the Indian American community organizations. There are over 500 partner organizations across United States. Either they are the Indian national organizations or the ethnic Indian organizations. So there is a participation of over 500 organizations. And everybody is excited. So everybody is excited for Modi ji 3.0, and he's coming for the first time after the election. So there is no lesser enthusiasm than previous one. If you ask me, there is more enthusiasm. And you will see tomorrow with all full colors, people will be filling up the stadium on Sunday.
My colleague Rohit Sharma is now joining me from New York. Rohit, the big question on everyone's mind is, will discussions on the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict be also on the cards during this visit?
With the relationships that India has with West and Russia, I think it looks as if there could be a possibility, at least for conveying the messages between the two fighting factions here. And I think that's why Prime Minister Modi had met Russian president. He's met the Ukrainian president. Mr. Doval was in Russia not too long ago, probably last week. So it's all culminating at a point at the UNGA where I think the Prime Minister will be sharing his thoughts and about what can the peace look like. And what terms does Russia have and hold, and what can be done? So I think it'll be very interesting. Definitely, this will dominate some of the meetings and some of the topics that will be discussed over the next 3 days. And look, it is easier said than done. There are two varying factions for more than 2 years. So, but for India to be able to be in this position where they can actually have conversations, I think it's been admired by a lot of people here in the U.S. government. I mean, from top leadership, from President Biden to everybody at the State Department and at the NSA. And I think that speaks volumes about how India has come and how long India has come. So definitely, a very important week here, very important days for Prime Minister's visit, and there will be tangible outcomes, is what we've been told.
Thank you, Rohit, for giving us all those details.